The Gold Coast is a place full of exciting opportunities, quickly evolving into a world-class city. Here with us today to talk about these exciting opportunities is the Mayor of the Gold Coast, Mr. Tom Tate. How are you, Mr. Mayor?
I'm happy to be here and thank you for your kind invitation.
Thank you. Well, it's great to have you here. What industries do you think will have immense growth in our city towards the future?
Yeah. Okay. Just before I do industry specific, I will say that our tourism will still grow. We'll still remain to be Australia's number one tourist destination where Australian wants to come. But building on top of that, I see, there's some industry that's dear to my heart, and I reflect on, I've got 4 kids, and each one of them has taken a different career path. And so, of course, being a father, you're on the journey with them and see what they're doing. So in medical, I think medical research, we will be in the top 5 in the world.
Wow.
Right? So cure for malaria and other cures will happen right here on the Gold Coast. Because with the digital age, you're actually sharing data, you can do testing overseas, but you feel as though they're next door because of the sharing and digital information, so that you can FaceTime each other at the highest level. In addition to that, I see that, let's say we've got robotics brain surgery, for instance, and we've got the facility here to do that. And in particular, brain tumour, that's where there's some glands that needs treatment. Well, the best in the world may be in the United States or any other country. Literally, they could use our facility and with our patient here and operate remotely. And so that's the medical side of things, and that innovation will continue to grow. So I see bright future for people who are in medical research and medical industry that way. On that, then you go education. That's going to be encouraging. Our 3 universities just going to keep climbing in the world ranking. The other one that I think will accelerate is in the film and television industry. And what I mean by that is from the recent success of feature films, and the latest one is the Elvis biopic, where Baz Luhrmann, the director there, and I got very close together and to understand more of the film industry. And literally, the post-production was going to be back in New York, and I talked to Baz and go, well, why wouldn't you do post-production here? And this is where things link in, because then I went, well, not so sure the kids are at school. Ask them how they're enjoying their education. Are they loving it here, the lifestyle? And if they are, why would you take them back to New York? Right? Yeah. So then I'm pretty sure he had that conversation with his family, and he did 100% of post-production here. So what that tells me is that future directors and that will go, well, if they can do Elvis biopic here, that intense editing, sound and music and a lot, and to recreate New Orleans right here on the Gold Coast, well, we can do our filming right here on the Gold Coast too. And so I see more studios, more post-production, and I think they'll, well, with the pandemic, Hollywood was shut down. There was no plan B. And from that, they came across to the Gold Coast and did a lot of filming, Netflix and all that sort of content. And we actually became plan B for the film industry. I'll just add on the sport, which I didn't touch as much, but literally I was in the Birmingham Commonwealth Games this year. And the timing was fantastic. There's world ranking for the top 100 sporting city. That means infrastructure and accommodation and all those sort of things. The Gold Coast has climbed up and now is ranked 26 in the world as a sporting city. And so I was very chuffed about it to promote our city. And what gave the opportunity then is that for high performance for sport, that is, we've got fields and all that, but recovery, dietary. So we want to do all of that so that right here you'll have people who want to swim for our country, Swimming Australia and all that. It's all here. So it's not by coincidence that if you just count the number of medals that Gold Coast has won, I mean, Australia's on top of the ladder, but if you just go, oh, Gold Coast only, we're in the top 10 in countries. And and that fits in with our healthy lifestyle. And so if you're in the sporting world, you'll see more high performance as well, and that will include even non-Olympic sport. They'll include high performance, say UFC, and really take it to the top level. So yeah, it's hard to touch every industry, but every single industry is like, yep, the ducks are lined up. We want to have a go, and that's what we want to encourage.
That's incredible, especially with sport. I mean, to be in the top 10 countries in the world for a city less than 1 million is absolutely incredible. As Mayor of the City of Gold Coast, could I ask your thoughts on the importance of the Junior Council Civic Leadership Program to young Gold Coasters?
Well, congratulations to the Gold Coast for having this initiative well before I became in as Mayor. I think encouraging leadership to come on early in the piece is very important to a city of the Gold Coast, and this is a conduit to do that. And also, you are now the conduit to let your peers know how this council works. I believe that through Junior Council being conduit, you get something out of it as well, and spread the word that hey, have a look at the local government and hone your skill in group thinking, speech writing, interviewing.
It has been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and thank you for giving us your time. And I guess, you've really hit the nail on the head of what makes the Gold Coast such a special place, flourishing opportunities for young Gold Coasters all around the city. And, as it says on your card, the Gold Coast is inspired by lifestyle, driven by opportunity. So again, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
It was great speaking to you.
Okay, Harrison. Well, enjoy editing.
Thank you, I will. Thank you very much.